Obesity in children is actually a significant public health problem in the United States. In fact, the number of adolescents who are overweight has tripled over the last 30 years. What a shame. So how can you get your child fit for life? Well, Coach Jarvis, a coach at Bandelier Elementary School, right here with us today to talk about how he motivates children. Hello, Coach Jarvis.
Hello, how are you, Nikki?
I'm great, and a good friend of the show. We haven't seen you in a while, but Horton is a kettlebell instructor and also firefighter here in New Mexico. Good to have you back.
Nice to be here, thanks.
And thank you for not kicking my butt on today's show.
We have some other victims. So.
Yeah, there's other victims today. Last few times, I was the victim. So let's go into the fact that there are a lot of benefits for children who exercise regularly. So let's talk first a little bit about that.
Well, the big deal right now is focus in school and getting kids healthier in school. As a PE teacher, I see kids come in all sorts of different types of fitness shape.
Sure.
And our big deal at the elementary school is time. We just don't have the time to work with kids every single day. There's too many kids for the number of teachers. So finding ways that you can get your kids active every day is a huge thing, not only for the physical part of it, but for the mental part, getting them focused and ready in the classroom as well.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, Zar, for you, I mean, what motivated you to get involved with children as well?
I was a youth athlete. I think it was part of my life, and it's shaped who I am today.
Yeah.
I have children; they're both athletes. So, and kids are awesome, and kids in our country right now are in trouble due to obesity and lack of movement. So, our staff at Firebellz, a lot of us are parents and parents of athletes, and it's only natural for us to want to get involved on a bigger scale.
Definitely.
Because we have our coaching and our knowledge and our abilities, and we've built a program. So because we love working with children, we want to help, we want to do our part.
It's great. Well, I want to ask you both, what age would you recommend a child really begins on a fitness program? What would you say?
I would say
for kettlebells.
Well, for kettlebells, that's resistance training. As long as it's properly constructed and done safely, it can start. My son started when he was 7 or 8. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And what about you, Coach Jarvis? What would you say for what you do?
Well, it depends on what you mean by a program. As far as like a structured daily program, you know, you can start kids on stuff like that as early as 5, 6 years old. I have
really?
kindergartners that jump rope on a daily basis. The key is it's got to be fun. For kids that are that age, if it's not fun, they're not going to do it. They're not going to want to stick with it. Kind of like adults, right?
Right. I was just going to say, it doesn't really change that much as you get older.
Yeah,
but okay, but how rigorous should the programs be? I mean, if you're saying basically 7 or 8, they can get into something as rigorous as kettlebells. What about for jump rope or things like that? I mean, how rigorous can we get?
As far as the jump rope stuff goes, it's kind of tailored to what they're ready to do.
Okay.
And you'd be surprised at the physical capabilities of the young kids. They can really get a lot done, but there are limits to what they can do as far as duration and endurance. Younger kids can't go as long as older kids, so you have to keep that in mind as you're having them work out. The younger they are, their physiology is different and they can't work out as much.
Well, and I guess it's really important to have somebody who's a trained professional to basically coach them through it, obviously, and just really watch out for their safety first.
Safety first.
Yeah, you sound like a real firefighter right there. Well, I also understand that the jump rope team is actually going to be at Hodgkin Elementary School. Is that what's happening?
Right.
They're doing an actual demonstration November 18th. Can you tell us about that?
Well, as a school, we travel to different schools around the city to demonstrate jump rope. I get calls from PE teachers or principals that want us to show stuff. So whenever we can, we try to go to, we've been to elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. We've been to UNM and put on jump rope shows for the physical education students there.
Wow.
And we've jumped at the pit. We do shows anywhere we can because it's really kind of the icing on the cake for these kids to be able to show what they've been working on. The one thing that we're hindered by is finances. So when people ask us to do a show, we always ask for a bus first. That's number one. If we can get the kids there, we're good. But other than that, we love to go show off what the kids can do.
It's great. It's kind of like, you know, as a kid, a lot of girls go to dancing school and they have their recital. That's the big payoff. Yeah. And so for the kids that are doing kettlebells, what is the process like for them? I mean, do they take a regular weekly class? Or?
We have our youth program. It used to be a progressive. We take a group and just move them through the program. But we've transitioned to an ongoing program that we have elements of vision, sports vision, strength, and movement, because your core athleticism is based on agility, balance, coordination, movement, and speed. So we address some elements of each during every program. We make it fun. Kids have a good time.
That's fantastic. And how can people get involved in both? Just tell us real quickly your contact information, how they can get involved.
We're Firebellz at www Fire-Bells with a Z.com.
Z like Czar. And how about you, Chris?
So our program is a school program. I do it just during our recess times at Bandelier Elementary School, and there are a lot of PE teachers that incorporate jump rope into their physical education program. But if you are interested in getting your child jumping, you can definitely give me a call at the school, and I can either get them started or get you in touch with somebody who can help them out.
Perfect. And I'll put that information on our website. And after the break, we're going to show you how they get the kids moving. I'm excited. Kids, after the break. Thanks, guys. We are back, and we are so excited. We've got the kids here with us, and of course, we are doing a little bit of everything. We're doing a little bit of Firebellz, kettlebell workout, and we're also going to do a jump rope workout thanks to Coach Chris Jarvis. So let's start with that first, and first introduce the kids to us who are going to be doing this with us.
Okay, I brought Oscar and Eva today. They're both third graders at Bandelier Elementary School.
Hi, guys.
Both 8 years old, yeah? All right, we're just going to kind of go through some of the things that we do to teach jump rope.
Fantastic. Okay, well, you guys can step forward just a drop right there. Perfect. And let's see what they can do.
Can I get you out a little bit more, like right out here? Scoot forward about 3-4 steps.
Okay.
And Eva, come over here. We got to make sure nobody gets hit. Now, in our gym at school, we have up to 60 to 100 kids every day jumping rope, and one of the big issues is space. The nice thing about jump rope is that you don't need a whole lot of space. The ropes cost $2, so it's pretty easy, pretty accessible for everyone to get involved in it, but you do have to get a certain level you have to have a certain level of skills in order to really get some fitness benefit out of it. So we're going to kind of go through the basics. The first thing I want to do is scoot up just one more little scoot. I'm worried about hitting this counter back here. First thing I'm going to let them do is just kind of go crazy for a second. Show us your best tricks.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, I love this.
Whoa.
Oh, hello. Yeah. That's awesome. That's like a serious cardio workout. They make it look effortless. That was awesome, you guys.
Now we're gonna kind of back it up a little bit. One of the key things, and we don't have it here today, but one of the key things that I like to use with jump rope is music.
Yeah.
Music that has a fast, steady beat. It really helps them get their rhythm, get their timing, and stay on a good beat. The first thing that we talk to kids about is controlling the rope. You got to learn how to control the rope. So we start with something called a side swing, which is just moving the rope side to side, back and forth. Go ahead and show us a side swing. And once they get that in control, and all they're doing is left brain, right brain, crossing their center line with their hands, now they can move that rope really fast.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Back to slow, and do a side swing with a kick up. Now that they've got the body crossed and they're going left brain, right brain, now they start kicking up their feet. Now we're incorporating their hands and their feet together. And of course, we got to learn how to stop the rope, so we break.
That's awesome, you guys. That's so cool.
And we haven't even jumped rope yet. We're just getting ourselves warmed up. So the next thing is a basic jump. And what we talk to the kids about on their basic jump is go ahead and start doing your basic. We talk to them about little jumps. This rope is really small. And I do like these plastic ropes instead of the cloth ropes. They're able to move the rope faster, which is what we want. We want this to be a good cardio workout, so we want the rope to move really fast. We talk about using your wrists instead of your arms. A lot of kids starting off will make these giant arm circles, and we want these ropes moving as fast as we can, so your wrists really are important. Once we learn how to do the basic, we go into just some different tricks like a skier, where they go side to side.
Wow. And they make it look so easy.
We'll try to use some footwork where we do like scissors, our feet opened up forward and back. We can't see our feet too well there. Let's do some upper body stuff. This is a fun one for most kids, the crisscross, where they cross their hands.
And we're gonna show some kettlebell movement in just a moment too, because we don't want to run out of time. But this is amazing. You guys are. So they're not even panting. I'd be so, I'd be like, oh, I'm dying. I can't get over it.
I'll give you one or two more last things, and then we'll wrap ours up. The key to these fast hands is double unders. Go ahead and show double unders, and we'll finish there.
Yeah. 2
turns for every jump. Once they get this, then they can do all sorts of fun, fast tricks.
That's amazing. You guys are incredible. That is so cool. All
right.
Really good job.
Guys.
And now let's see what our strength children have. Zara, tell us who we're meeting today.
This is Isabella Hoffman.
Hi,
She's
Bella.
11-year-old. This is my son Zane.
Hi, Zane.
He's also 11 years old. And we're going to go through just a general sequence of kettlebell training. So guys start with a deadlift. Deadlift is most important. It's the foundation of kettlebell training. Flat back, using the proper hamstring glute group rather than using the low back, and teaches them how to lift. And it's the basis for the next movement that they're going to do, which is the kettlebell swing. Go ahead and start swinging, guys. Kettlebell swing. This is a two-hand swing. We also do it with one hand, but they're going to just do two hands today.
Oh, he's even got the breathing out.
Yeah, he's got the breathing.
He's got the breathing.
So the breathing is important for abdominal tension, which stabilizes the spine, which is really important. They lock the knees. They're firing the glutes. It's a full body conditioning segment. Okay, guys, we're going to go to the. Okay, now we're going to go the high pull catch. All right, high pull catch a few. Just catch it. Let's do about 3 of those. 3 of those. So again, it's a deadlift motion, but they're using arms, back, shoulders and everything. One more time. Okay, now we're going to do a squat press. About 5 squat presses. So now they're changing the movement pattern. Go ahead, press it up. Okay, squat and press. So now they went from deadlift to squat pattern.
Yeah.
So we treat each segment, we teach it, and then we incorporate it. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Do you basically customize the workout, or like the way you do with us, like with adults?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on where they are with their skill level. These two are a little more advanced, so go ahead and do 5 cleans per side. So this is kettlebell clean, and it looks as though they're picking up with their arm, but they're actually powering it with their lower bodies and guiding it up into what we call the rack position. Okay.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. Let me tell you, it is not easy. But you guys are doing an amazing job, and they're going to be so prepared. All these kids are going to be so in good shape, so prepared for anything life throws them.
Go back to swings, 2-hand swings, and so yeah. And this is. It takes a lot of effort, coordination, focus. There's a lot of stuff happening here.
Work it out to break. Thank you guys so much, all of you. Awesome job.
Okay,
high fives. I'm throwing you high fives. We'll be back after the break. That was so awesome.
Good job, Bella.